kids. Good afternoon. Are you here for the prison story?
Yes.
See, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much for being here. You're from?
Ireland.
You're Irish.
England.
English. I love
Yeah.
the English. I'll tell you why. American pride sucks. I'm from New York City. But I'll tell you right now, I know you'll agree with me. Thanks to the English, today we have Metallica. Guns N' Roses. Why? Because of Led Zeppelin. And you have a tradition, or we have a tradition, an Irish tradition. You don't have back in Ireland. I learned the hard way. I came home one afternoon looking like I had the measles in 3rd grade. Why? Because I was being pinched all day long for not having green on St. Patrick's Day. Are you with me? It kind of stuck to me. Thank you for being here. Allow me to get you on that shady area just in case the sun comes out. I don't want you to get sunburned. You know you brought the sun out today. That's like, please. Thank you. I think it's a beautiful day. Yeah. It's like if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be alive today.
Is it okay to film, yeah?
You can do whatever you want.
Excellent.
No
Thank you very much. I was hoping there was going to be a seat.
Just having fun down here?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great time so far.
That's awesome. Well, I'm Crazy Dave from New York City. Why crazy? Simply due to one reason. For being that first time ever a New York, Puerto Rican, Hispanic American locked up for possession of Snow White, 14 years on a 16-year sentence. I should have been home a year ago. I finished my parole and probation conditional release terms, although I'm wanted for child support. 3 kids your age. Federal case. That's 3 to 5 years in a penitentiary upstate, you know. It's like a real prison, 2 bed bunks, a toilet, and a 400-pound muscle-bound guy named Bubba who hasn't had a girlfriend in 100 years. That's why I'm kind of stuck here. You know, I'll maybe make it home one day, you know, if I get rich. Well, we'll get started with the intro. It's like, I can assure you, a prison story, unlike any other locked up abroad prison story. A lesson to be learned from this prison story. I could have made more money at McDonald's by now, okay? So when we start the presentation, if you do have any questions during, don't be shy. Pop them out. I won't bite you. I got my rabies shot last week, okay? All right. Well, I was born in Queens, New York City. That big apple, that rotten apple, that city never sleeps. But I never liked the New York accent, my God. I got lucky. My granny raised me in Washington, D.C., tri-state Northwest, up at Georgetown. I'm more of a southern little rebel than a Yank. But I went back to New York City at your stage in life with a dream to fulfill. We all have a dream at your stage in life. You're filled with life, young. Gotta make mommy and daddy proud. Mount to something. Be somebody in life. I had a dream to become. How you get good? Come on down, brother. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much. You're from again?
Hi, team.
From Ireland?
How are we?
England, yes. Yes.
All right.
Hi, man. How are you?
That's up in rules. Well, you're from England too?
Scotland.
Okay, elementary, my dear Watson.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you right now, we haven't missed nothing. We're starting it right now. I'm Dave from New York City, raised in D.C., our nation's capital. I went back to New York City when I was young to become a super heavy metal rock star. Yes, a superstar. You know, it's like, why, Dave? Why not a hip-hop rapper like Normal? Narika's in the hood, my God. Well, it's who I am within me, my identity within me, although I can relate to all the hell that Eminem went through in Detroit, Michigan while growing up, you know? It's who I am inside me, and aside from that, I was truly, indeed, the ugliest kid in school. No girlfriend to take to the dance to. I know back then, if this keeps up, man, I'll probably end up gay. Come on, man. All right. Come on.
That's the rhyme.
Let me tell you right now, brother. My subconscious saved me from ending up gay. You know, It's like, Dave, there's a school dance Friday night, buddy. It's another year, no girl dressed to the dance to. If this keeps up, I'm out of here. But I'm gonna help you out. See, Dave, there are two famous rock stars. Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones.
And Dave.
Not yet. I wish. But it's like this. Then you have Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. They both share two things in common, Dave. They both get laid every day, every night. And their lips do stick out to here. Well, that's the answer. Join a rock band, and you get laid. Well, I moved to Jersey, to New York City. 1 year after 20, 30 auditions for all these local bands, you know, in Jersey, I found the right band, Ballistic Kick, 1L. How you kids doing? Welcome aboard. You're from?
Manchester, England.
Yes, we got the English rugby team here today, and the Irish. Well, I'm gonna figure something out here. Are you kids okay right there? Yeah. You're not getting hot. If you get hot, let me know so we'll move, okay? Okay.
Enjoying the show.
After 1 year, I found myself in a heavy metal band, Ballistic Kick, from Bayonne, Jersey. Rocking and rolling. Local headbangers, pubs, clubs, from South Orange, Jersey to Brooklyn. 4 years, 120 kids from all over Jersey, high school kids, at every show, paying $15 to get in to see us. Man, Dave, you must have had a kick-ass band. Well, it wasn't the band. We would give away 2 or 3 kegs of beer before the show. So by the time the kids got into the club, they were blitz. So anything you called noise sounded okay. Turns out that in the 4th year, my band insisted me to sing like Judas Priest. I couldn't do it, my God. I wanted to sing like Metallica. It ain't hard. My grandma, I must confess, gave me money many times for vocal coaching and lessons. Dave, you sound awful. You drive me nuts here now. Here's Cat's gonna have to sing, please. I was your age. I'll do the money on sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I gave the dream up. I really found something else better in life. I fell in love. Yes, like you girls say, head over heels, in love with the real life Madonna twin boys, whom I married. It's like this, a Puerto Rican Madonna twin stripper from Uncle Charlie's exotic pub, finding myself married within 5 years, 2 beautiful kids, a 3rd kid on the way any day, although come to find out, their hair was dyed. I sort of felt ripped off here, but still, 2 jobs every day, daytime house painter, latex walls, all-base frames every day, and a graveyard shift every night at a local Exxon gas station, cashier in a bubble booth. Oh man, feeling somewhat claustrophobic, you know. Oh shit. What's up, guys? Come on down! Welcome aboard. Man, you kids brought me luck. I haven't seen a crowd this big, an audience, for many years.
We're here for you, Dave.
I thank you, man. I thought I forgot my own story for a minute. Yeah. Well, it's like this, kids. You're in time. You're from England? Yes. Led Zeppelin, brother. Let me tell you right now, you haven't missed nothing. I haven't gotten locked up yet. It's like this. I'm from New York City. Crazy day. Allow me to brief them up real quick. I used to be your age once. I had a dream to make my granny proud, to become the first time ever Hispanic American power metal rock star. Why? Because I was the ugly kid in school, no girlfriend, that's why. Well, it turns out I moved to Jersey from DC, where I grew up, our nation's capital, 4 years in a band known as Ballistic Kick, 1L. No record labels care less about the band due to my voice. I gave a dream up. I just wanted to sing like Metallica, you know. Come on down, kids. How you doing? Awesome. Yes. It's like this. I gave a dream up, found myself married within 5 years to a stripper, a Puerto Rican Madonna twin. It's like this. 2 jobs every day, daytime house painter, and a graveyard shift every night at a local Exxon gas station, cashier in a bubble booth every freaking night. Smoking joint after joint of since a million, feeling somewhat claustrophobic. and my subconscious would always make a comment. Come on, Dave, stop being a wuss. Be a man. Just do a line of Charlie Coke, you'll be okay. Well, I should help out, sniffing Coke and finding myself paranoid. What have I done? If the owner shows up, I'll lose my job. Come on, Dave. Just push the music up loud. That's where I need some heavy metal. Listen to welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We have anything you want. Honey, we know names. We are the people that will find whatever you may need. If you got money, honey, we got you the things in the jungle. Guns N' Roses. Have you heard of that band? Thank God. I almost felt prehistoric, you know? It's like this. My third kid pops out. Hey, little boy, you know you're cute. I'm gonna name you Chris. What's up, Chris? I'm your daddy, Chris. Although I kind of feel like a hypocrite. No feelings here. What's going on? 2 years afterwards, my world crumbled and shattered like broken glass straight out of the freaking gutter. It's like this. I came home one late afternoon from Toys R Us with a toy for my son. Hey Chris, look what Daddy bought ya. I got your stretch Armstrong He-Man, Chris. I'm gonna stretch it out. Check this out, son. Shit. What the hell is this toy? Son, we need to talk. You mutated, Chris. You remind me of someone I freaking know. No freaking way. Little Jose, what the hell are you doing here? Oh shit, sorry, son. I had no clue, no notion whatsoever that my Madonna twin was having a rendezvous every single night with little Jose at a fair. Well, who's little Jose, Dave? My coke dealer's delivery boy. I'm sorry. I never loved Madonna that much. I said, hell with this. Let Jose raise his own kid. And I found it to be the perfect excuse to become a major cokehead addict. Are you with me? Has anybody ever been to New York City? Raise your hand. Oh shit, I'm sorry, kids. You all lucked out. Ain't nothing there but skyscrapers and pollution. But you know, I used to score the best coke from the same guys that sent me down here to get locked up. They promised me the world. $30,000, Dave. 30 grand. Just come back with a few beer bottles, tequila beer bottles, that you'll have to talk your way in through Miami with the beer bottles. Then you get your 30 grand. Containing an equivalent of 2.5 kilograms of oil cocaine diluted in a lab properly and sealed shut. 2 grand in my pocket. I mean, come on, I thought I was going to really have 30 grand. In my mind, it wasn't the money I was seeing. I was visualizing the mounds and mounds of coke. Are you with me? When something in life seems too good to be true, it usually isn't true. And when you're a cokehead, you'll bite the bait. Are you with me? Any questions so far, kids? Oh my God, you kids are on drugs, aren't you? You get some. Well, it turns out that that same day that I got the offer, it was incredible. I mean, I fell for it. I was walking out. I got my 8-load of coke from this freaking Colombian. But first, I'm going to need your help. It'd be much better if I take you to New York City right now. A time leap back to the mid-1990s, before Giuliani was elected mayor in Clean House, Spanish Harlem, the ghetto, where Colombians would rent 2 or 3 empty apartments solely for drug sales. The best coke in the world. Better coke than here. How's that, Dave? It's Bolivia. Well, the coke here for your coke seminar today, it's lame. They cut it. Why? Because you can't feel nothing. For one reason. When they crystallize, they use substitutes. That's why the Colombians got rich. They take the Bolivian raw cocaine that I made 2 years in the lab and ship it to Colombia, where they'll use the proper chemicals, ether and so forth, to bring out the prime A quality crystal to be shipped abroad. Are you with me? We're only here for the story, Dave, not the drugs, please. I'm sorry. Well, it turns out that it happened so fast. I got my 8-load coke, 3.5 grams for $120. I'm on my way out, psyched out. I'm gonna get my fix on. Dave! Yes, sir. Come here, Dave. That's the big boss, Don Vito from Cali. You're always in a rush, Dave. Always in a rush. That's the problem with you junkies. All you addicts are always in a hurry. But you know what? I'm Don Vito, Dave. I love you boys. Thanks to you boys, I have what I have today, you know. It's like this. Look at you, Dave. What happened to you, my God, in 2 years? Look at you. You really do look like shit, you know. Well, thank you very much, sir. It's like this, Dave. I care for you boys. I'm gonna prove it to you that Don Vito cares. I'm gonna help you out, Dave. Hey, Lino! I'm gonna get Dave back to the street, Lino. Hey, Benny, check this out. Today's your lucky day, Dave. Your lucky day, truly indeed. It's your lucky day. Allow me to tell Dave why it's this lucky day. Hear me out, Dave. Come on down, Dave. Come on down. Let's make a deal today, Dave. Let's make a deal. Today we have for Dave a Let's Make a Deal behind curtain number 1. You tell us what we have for Dave today, please. Well, John, today we have for Dave behind our number 1 curtain simply a round-trip pay vacation, a 2-week pay vacation abroad, all expenses paid for, sponsored by American Airlines via La Paz City, Bolivia. I'm like, sir, is that in Africa? No, idiot, South America. Now shut up and listen. For Dave, we have today, behind curtain number 2, $2,000 to Dave, petty cash, Dave, for a spending spree abroad. What do you say? I was shocked. I never got a damn thing for free in life. I mean, come on. I'm like, sir, you care for me. You do care. Thank you for caring. Now we'll see how we're number 3. The main attraction, Dave, the main event. Bill, can you tell our audience what we have for Dave today, please? Beyond our main event window. It would be a pleasure. Audience, I'm sorry, but we don't have a drummer today. He didn't show up again. It's been 3 weeks. You're not going to believe it. He's still, as I speak right now, inside that English pub 4 blocks away from here. Refuses to ever come back out again. His wife left him last week. Have you kids been to the English pub? Oh my, you have? Wonderful. Let's go find out and give it away. Come on. This is a joke, okay? Meaning at the count of 3, a double, drum, roll would be very much appreciated, and let's make a deal. So help me out. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Wait a second. Oh. If I start speeding away like Speedy Gonzalez, stop me, please. I need you to understand the story. It's like this. At the count of 3, a double drum roll would be very much obliged. So let's make a deal. So help me out, kids. Are you ready? Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Thank you very much. Today we have for Dave, let's make a deal behind our main event window. How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. We have for Dave today $30,000 for Dave. 30 big ones, sir. You old man, you have to go. I'm like, sir, that's a lot of money. Joey, it's like this. Well, I'll do it. What I gotta do? Well, I came down here after I got a passport that it took me a month. And I did the first time ever, one and only, downhill madness by gravity assisted down biking to Yungas, Coroico. Have you done Death Road yet? Yeah. It's awesome, ain't it? Were you scared? Oh wow. I wasn't scared going down. I was terrified coming back. I was sitting shotgun in the front of the freaking van. The freaking wheel was right on the edge. It was drizzling, and on top of that, the driver kept dozing off every 5 minutes. That was the scary part. But aside from that, I had a great time. Now it turns out I'm like 8th row before checkpoint. Trying to get my line prep for Miami. I mean, you can't bring beer bottles into the country. You'll have a welcoming committee, a big guy, 6'1", somewhat like this big guy here, Special Forces Vietnam vet at point of entry. Sir, Dave, you can't bring beer bottles into the country, sir. You know this, Dave. Now you're looking mighty nervous, Dave. I began to ask myself, why is Dave so nervous today? Now, Dave, you can trust me. I'm officer friendly, Dave. A very friendly officer, truly indeed, Dave. I mean, you can trust me. You can lean your head on my shoulder if you like. I mean, you can touch me, shake my hand, Dave. Love me, Dave. Touch me, Dave. Why, sir? All my freaking life, I work to the bone. Read my lips. Beer can collector, be a bottle collector. How many contact this week? What do you want me to do? My freaking knees? Let me tell you something, sir. It's illegal. Don't want to happen again. Go ahead. I think I would have pulled it off. I never got out the airport. Within a blink of an eyelid, I find myself being tapped on the shoulder. Senor, manos en la pared narcóticos. They knew about the drugs. I found this out on my 3rd year locked up. I heard similar stories, you know, circulating in the premises. Like my story I'm telling you, somewhat. Strategy, decoy. Even before the Escobar years, the Colombians have been known to buy vast amounts of uncrystallized raw coke from here, the paste, to be shipped to Colombia. Why? Because here, thanks to my American embassy's dumb DEA, they had laws passed down years ago, chemical control laws. So if you buy any coke, man, you're better off buying if it's cut with speed, you'll get a buzz. Otherwise, you ain't gonna feel nothing. What's up, Luke? That's Luke from, I met him inside. Actually, he's the only friend I have in Bolivia. He's from, actually, Bolivian and from VA, East Coast.
I'm impressed.
Appreciate it, my bro.
Guys,
Hey, man.
thank you for coming to watch Crazy Dave. You're with the best of the best.
Okay, brother.
That's the only thing I can honestly say.
Much obliged. Well, it turns out that, has anybody read Marching Powder by Rusty Young? You have. Awesome. I'll tell you right now, I walked in 2002 after being locked up, you know. I met Rusty Young. Long blonde hair. Kind of reminded me of Kurt Cobain from Nirvana. Yeah. He came back 5 years ago. Now he's got like a big cowboy hat. Looks like Brad Pitt. Are you with me? Well, we keep in touch. I didn't make it into the book. I should have been in the book. Although it turns out that it was already published. But I got lucky. I made it into Rusty's documentary, shown twice in 15 years, worldwide. ABC News, CNN, doing some naughty things for 5 minutes. Now you may want to catch a few laughs today. If you happen to be at the internet, look for Crazy Dave, San Pedro, Bolivia, and you'll see that little clip from Rusty. Being interviewed in my 1st year locked up, bowl cut, clean shaved, smoking crack for 5 minutes. I couldn't say no for 20 Bolivianos. Are you nuts? Are you with me? Well, let me tell you right now, man. This plan, known as a strategical plan, is simply used many times by Colombians. It's known as the word is decoy. You'll find some idiot from abroad to come down here, you know, get him locked up at the airport. So 5:30 a.m., you're under the spotlight. They're locking you up. We know about the drugs, senor. Oh shit. It's like this. Everyone's eyes are like centering you, and right then and there, there's an idiot from behind going through cunningly with a vast investment of 30 to 50 kilos or more via Colombia, where the officials at the airport were paid up front to turn the other cheek. Strategy. Are you with me? Now you know why I'm down here. Now you know why I got locked up, why I became a drug addict. And once again, allow me to fill you in why I'm still here. I should have been home a year ago with my kids and family, you know. Why are you still here, Dave? Well, according to family, I have an outstanding bench warrant for my arrest due to alimony. My Madonna twin, unfortunately, remained on welfare all them years. You know, food stamps, rental vouchers. Uncle Sam bought the diapers and milk and never got no sex from Madonna. So you can't blame him for being pissed off. Are you with me? So if I ever go back home, I would have to get rich. And you know, it could happen. You never know, man. Anything can happen in life. I may end up dying here, or I may one day get back to the States. How's that? Well, I'm hoping that, well, Rusty Young wrote me a letter, I mean, not a letter, an email about 4 years ago telling me that he sold his copyrights to Brad Pitt Hollywood, meaning there will be a movie eventually one day about the prison. They should be down here within 3 to 5 years, I hope. I may get lucky and meet one of them guys and sell them my copyrights. If so, I'll be back home. So if you ever see some idiot that looks like me telling my story, that means I'm back in the States. And you can simply say, I met that idiot right there. But if you don't see me, kids, when you do get old and gray, retire, come on back down. I'll have a new story for you by then, okay? Any questions so far? Thank you for being here, honestly. You really did bring the sun out. Allow me to carry on before we finish the story to bring the inside out to you real quickly. I'll be pointing things out. If you have any questions during the presentation, don't be shy. Pop them out, okay? I did get my rabies shot last week, so I won't bite you, okay? All right, well, let's get closer to the prison kids. This way, please.
All right.
It turns out that this plaza, it's a 70% close replica of the inside of the prison. Somewhat of an architectural mirror reflection, sort of a draft. Every section would be located behind every green fence all around you. No rooftop in the patio. Every sector has a little big boss that looks up to that one big boss that runs population, who sits behind on his high knee all day long and does nothing but collect money. That office just above the main entrance, that's where the big boss hangs out all day. It turns out that if you get locked up, you have to pay that big boss inside a one-time entry fee for having taken up their airspace, an equivalent of 2,300 Bolivians. If you refuse to pay, you'll have the security guards beat you down to their clubs. We have 30 security guards as of today. It's like killers, sociopaths, psychopaths. I mean, you have to qualify by being a lifer. Are you with me? They'll beat you down, and if you have the money, you're better off paying the entry fee. Then afterwards, you would have one of the big little bosses from one of the sectors behind the green fence snatch you. I'm taking you 5 with me. I'm taking you 2 with me. You're coming with me. Okay, guys, you come with me. He'll take you into his sector and sell you a room. You have to buy a room, or else you'll sleep in the patio. I bought a room on my first day for $400 US. But I only paid like $100 for the entry fee, you know? It turns out that my room I bought in a 5-star sector known as Pinos, the Pine section, on the 3rd level. Why? Due to one commodity privilege. A slide next to the door on every ceiling on the top level in any room, giving you access onto that rooftop, where if you would have been here 10 years ago, you would have been shocked. What the hell is going on the rooftop, Dave? What's all that commotion all about? 10 to 15 inmates every day on the rooftops with white towels, sunbathing, smoking weed, drinking beer, snorting coke, whistling at the girls every minute. It was a nuisance. That's why it was short-lived. Can I show you my room real quick from here? This way, follow me. And by the way, the 2 offices, the 2 windows on the 2nd level to the left are the college dorms. We have a college program. The main office, to the right on the 2nd level, legal aid, and at the far end, that's the dental office. The 4 bottom windows are where the cops hang out, behind the first set of gates. They don't go inside beyond the 2nd set of gates. Why? Because there are no surveillance cameras. Anything can happen to you. They can kill you, and no one saw nothing except that the guy just fell, you know. Okay. Well, I bought a room where the blue barrels were standing on the rooftop. Let me show you. Can you You see the blue barrels?
Yeah.
If you step back a bit, you'll see my room from here. That door has been left ajar at the very bottom. You see it? Oh, you see it? Right there. It's cracked open. That was my room. Yes. And let me tell you something, kids. Every sector, every section has a candy stand, a coffee shop, a fast food carryout, and you can't leave out your Coke lab, and a two-man size steaming sauna for you to walk in. You have anything you want. I walked in 2002. I thought they made a grievous mistake here. I thought they sent me to YMCA Camp Place. Yes, everybody's dressed like you and me. Kids running around. Oh man, you got like a playground. No uniforms, no jumpsuits, no cells. It's a community within a community. Right now it's overpacked. They're not taking new intakes anymore. Why? Well, all the Bolivian major drug lords from every prison in Bolivia, they're all living here mostly. They paid a lot of money to the judicial court system to get sent here. Why? Because it's a privilege being locked up in there. Are you with me? We have 20 families inside still that claim they haven't found a place to stay. A population from the bricks on the rooftop to the far right-hand side, 2,300, including the kids. When I walked in 2002, there were 70 families. 40, 50 kids coming out to go to school every day. 20% would run across the street to a yellow public school. The rest, drug dealers' kids. Cab drivers lined up waiting to drive to school. Are you with me? I had to walk to school when I was a kid. Well, let's see, did I leave anything out? No, okay. There's a prison next door to our prison, known as Costa, reserved exclusively for the Al Pacino Scarface. Tommy, the English lad from the book, the main character, whom I met, actually lived in that rich sector from the brick to the left. No rooms, mini condos with jacuzzi you gotta buy. The cheapest mini condo you can get today in that sector, it's 10,000 US. Has a jacuzzi. Those boys have a privilege we don't have in population. Only Tommy had a privilege. Because Tommy got kicked out of that sector. He could come out whenever he felt like it. Yes. 24 hours. Simply by paying 2 cops off duty $100 each. Those guys have that privilege. We don't. Any questions so far?
Yeah. How much is 10,000 US?
I'm sorry?
You said 10,000 US.
$1,000.
For how long?
No, it's yours. You get the paper ownership paperwork. They make it look like it's legal, you know. And then when you leave, you can resell it. But I didn't get no like pre-release date. It was 7 p.m. They just told me to the front gate. Get your shit. You're out of here, Dave. Really? So I was running around like the last 10 minutes trying to sell my room. Come to find out, everyone refused to buy it. White instructed from the big boss. On my way out, he's like, Dave, you don't need that paperwork. Okay. Well, aside from that, any other questions? Wonderful. Can we finish up the story, please? Okay, well, let me get you in a shady area over there. Please, come on. I don't need a lawsuit to get somewhere, okay? This way. Look at you, kids. And thank you so very much for being here today. Please tell your friends about me. I'm here every day at 1 o'clock. I got nothing better to do with my life at 1 o'clock in Bolivia. Okay? Alright. My first year locked up was the worst in all 14 years spent. Everyone hated my guts. No leniency. Look who just walked in. The Hispanic American Yank just walked in. The worst of the Yank. The bandit colonel's not the Yank. No hellos for a year. No good mornings for a year. Me and myself and I for a year. Everybody kept calling me Choco for a year. Come here, Choco. Give me that. Go clean that up, Choco. Do this. Oh, shit. I'm from New York, New York. I could only hold it in for 1 year. After a year, I just blew up one morning after roll call. Amigo! I'm not Choco, I'm Dave from New York, New York. That big app, that rotten apple never sleeps. Maybe that Choco idiot looks like me, sir. I'm Dave, not Choco. You're Choquito, Dave. Oh, shit. What the hell does Choco mean, please? Well, that's our local town, Aymara, Dave. We are Aymara people, Dave. Celestial children of the Vida Concha Sun. Peaceful, loving peoples. Well, sir, I'm proud for you. I'm happy for you. But what the hell does it mean? It means you're light-skinned, Dave. Light-skinned. So I think you need glasses. I'm black and you are. You're not indigenous, Dave. That makes you chuckle, whatever. Well, my second year locked up, I remember I told you we had like 50 kids coming out in 2002 to go to school every day. Yes. I had one of the kids' fathers approach me one morning. Dave, how you doing, buddy? He called me Dave. Good to see you, Dave. What's up, pal? I'm okay, amigo. How you doing? It's like this, Dave. You helped me out, said I helped you out. My children's English homework, terrible grades. Do their homework, Dave. Teach them English. I'll give you money, drugs, what you like. I was shocked. Man, someone's looking out for me up there. It's like, shit, man, I'll do it. But I was trying to be polite. I was trying to be a little funny. Although, come to find out, American humor is not too well appreciated worldwide. No one really likes our jokes. Well, it seems like only we laugh at our stupid jokes. But still, I was trying to be funny. Amigo, you need my help, huh? My help. I help you out, sir. I help you out. This is what it costs you, amigo. $1 per kid, take it or leave it. He didn't laugh nor smile. He took it. I was something, how? And then it was like a year after that, finding myself for one solid year in my second year locked up, every day, helping kids out with their homework, 5 minutes each, filling the blanks, prepositions, adverbs, 3 to 5 kids every day. That's 3 to 5 grams of coke every night. I hadn't slept for a year. I couldn't go beyond that. I felt like killing these kids. I was on the edge of a nervous breakdown. I felt like grabbing them by the little heads, by their hair, taking their hands and like slamming it on the table. Learn, damn it, learn! A, B, C, D, here, well, learn, A, D, learn. So I quit, and I joined a cocaine charity lab. Yes, indeed. One of the good things that came out of the entire ordeal. I am proud to say I can make the best raw coke in the world today. But do you know where I can find a job making coke anywhere on Earth? That's the only place I know. Well, I'll tell you right now, I was being paid 1 gram. Start at 7 a.m. after roll call in the far back mile sector by the outdoor soccer football court. An empty room, a top-like container waiting for me with kerosene diesel filled halfway to the top. Yes, a large-sized bag of cocoa leaves you pour in, take your shoes and socks off, and you begin to stop for half an hour trying to make the honest kind of coke here. Afterwards, you take everything, empty it out into a large see-through garbage bag. Let it hang. Let it sit there for 8 to 10 hours. What we got, Dave, in the aftermath, 3 very distinctive layers. The top layer composed of the so-called remnants of the cocoa leaves bouncing up and down, dancing techno. Waving, what's up, Dave? The kerosene nice and clean, the middle layer. And you got your bottom layer. That muddy beige color substance known as alkaloids that most kids are looking for nowadays. It's like this. Take the bottom layer, twist it, carefully empty it out into a medium-sized bucket, and 1 spoon, 3 envelopes for a ¼ kilo of potassium, somewhat like Arm & Hammer BK back home. Mix it up really good. I hope you're taking notes. Now the final ingredient, the magic custard recipe here. No more than 2 drops for a ¼ kilo of Colonel Sanders' secret lost recipe from KFC. Do you know it? You do know it? You're kidding me. You know it for real. Nobody knows it. You know it? Oh shit. I thought I was the only one that knew it. Let me tell you right now, I'm going to tell you. But you must cross your heart and hope you die if it ever leaks out. Don't tell nobody, okay? Sulfuric acid. 2 drops. Drop, drop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Drop, drop, it sizzles. It bubbles up the capital cell, sir. What we got? It's getting there. The spoon begins to get heavier and heavier as the chemical reaction takes place. You lift it up, what do you have? A quarter kilo of the best raw cocaine ever seen by you. Clay-like substance stuck to the spoon. A quarter kilo. Then I quit after 2 years. Why you quit, Dave? How would have stayed in the labs? Well, I think you would have quit for one simple logical reason. Think about it. 2 years of having your so-called epidermis skin exposed to toxics. My, you're bound to mutate into that toxic Avenger character or get skin cancer. That's why I quit and became the tour guide. The awesome years, the wonder years, the prison tours, 70, 80 kids from abroad every weekend at 9 a.m. fighting to get in. Kids from abroad called gringos, fighting to get in. I'm going in, big guy. Let me tell you something, pal. I've been in line all freaking morning, sir, with all due respect. And besides, I am from Houston, Texas, US. Oh, is that so, lads? I'm Jamie from Liverpool, UK. I've been queuing all freaking morning. If you wish to slow down, we can do something quick. What's the big enthusiasm all about, Dave? Well, think about it. First come, first served. Oh, and by the way, Lewis, he was the first tour guide after Tommy in the prison. The first one. And that's why I learned a lot of my shit from him. Yeah. Okay, well, it turns out that you would walk in big groups at 9 a.m. You would be taken upstairs to that big window office where you would have to cough up individually a sum of 100 Bolivians to be locked up till 5 p.m. Come on, Dave. That sounds so foolish, going to a third world country on vacation and paying to get locked up. Well, I'll tell you right now why people go in. Out of 10 people, I say 3 or 4 would come in for one reason. Once you're locked up at 5 p.m., you have access to all the Snow White you wish to use in one day at only $3 a gram. That was the good old days. Are you with me? Okay, well, does anybody know why it stopped? I was a tour guide 6 years. I was treated with respect. I mean, they treat me really nice, like a celebrity. What's up, Dave, man? You got gringos today. You have any coke on your Dave? No, I'm out. Here, take an 8-ball. You're good for it. I woke up one morning, no more tourists, no more English to speak. It's like this. I had that same nice guy come up to me. I don't give a damn if the tourists will stop, Dave. I want my money by 6 p.m. You hear me? Or it's 2 for 1 or else. Oh, shit. Luckily enough, I didn't put all my profits up my nose. I bought a second-hand color TV, a VCR, a stereo system. I had to sell everything that same day to break even. Are you with me? And that was the end of the tour. Does anybody know why it stopped? Well, Rusty doesn't here anymore, but I'll tell you why it stopped. A young Bolivian journalist. That's why it stopped. You can't blame him. Come on. He wants to leave third world and meet Mickey Mouse in person and shake his hand at Disney World, first world. So you can't blame him. He saw kids going in, he goes inside and investigates. He's an addict. Amigo, come here, amigo. Tell me, please, what the hell are these gringos doing in here, huh? I won't tell nobody, I promise. Well, sir, I think you know why they're in here. You're trying to pull my leg, aren't you? You know why they're in here. Leave me alone. I don't know, sir, I don't know. Are you serious? You don't know? I'll tell you why. It's going to cost you. It's simple, sir. They're here for one reason. To meet Snow White in person. That's why they're in here. Oh, really? We walked out, checked into a hotel across the street, top level floor. A before and after photograph. Kids going in okay. The after photograph, kids coming out blitzing wired. Front page article that same week. Kids from abroad buying drugs. Here's the proof, the photographs. The warden colonel was removed immediately. The cops were transferred to far away precincts. To be a cop here is a lot of money involved. From midnight to 6 a.m., them gates open and close. This place like Death Valley, not a witness to see what's going on. Every time they open and close, you'll see a 27-inch color TV going in a dishwasher, big bags of cocoa leaves, you know. Every time they open and close, the lieutenant just made $20 on the spot. Are you with me? Any questions so far? Okay, so I want to thank you for being here. Allow me to conclude with the only 3 escapes. Alfred Hitchcock, they sing the damn birds. He does this every day when they have big groups, you know. I think they stopped his reruns on TV back in the US, that's why. He takes it out on me. Well, it turns out that I wanted to escape on my 2nd year. My God, I wanted to escape. I was truly, truly homesick. I was craving for a large-sized pizza with extra cheese. Are you with me? Well, why didn't you escape, Dave? I could have. The walls were built with mud and hay. We just had an escape take place 5 years ago through that rich sector. If you look across the street from this angle, you'll see a rectangular patched-up cemented area across the street. 2 Peruvians got away. However, the idiots remained in Bolivia. They got arrested after 1 week in a bar brawl in the Alto, the idiots. How are going back to Peru? Now they're serving life in a real prison. John Chicaro in the Alto. Are you with me? Well, why didn't you escape, Dave? I'll tell you why. For one simple logical reason. And I'll tell you by asking you. Does anybody know how on earth you can hitchhike back to New York City from out here? That's why I'm still here. Well, it turns out I paid this guy, I bought him breakfast, paid his breakfast. He was in there 28 years. He gave me the stories, like 50 freaking stories. And out of the 50 stories, I think 3 of them are worth telling about, okay? So the first escape ever that's unique and was fulfilled took place in 1974. 2 non-Bolivians get locked up in 72 from abroad. Well, I'm proud to say these guys were Americans. I'm not the only American historically locked up. We had 2 West Coast idiots locked up here for 2 years. Yes, not your common everyday Yanks. Come on. Whom on their right mind would want to fly down here in 1972? Richard Nixon was my president. We had Vietnam taking place back then. The red tape scandal, Watergate, you know, it's like Bolivia had a totalitarian government, military rules. Chile, Brazil had people vanishing all the time. Argentina. So you had to be insane to come down here. Well, I'm proud to say these guys are really crazy. Big boys, Hulk Hogan, WWF type of yanks. John from Cali, Roy from Houston, Texas. Hey, John. Yeah, Roy. What do you say, John? Bolivia, South America. My, that sounds mighty suicidal. Let's do it. Vietnam vets, Rambos, here to party hardy for a week. They came down here. They spent a week, according to the story, every night in a bar known today as Smongo's, sniffing Snow White. And on the night of the arrest, 12:30 cops from across the street from a police station. Today, that pub's known as Mongo's, by the way. 12 blocks south. They saw the Americans using drugs. They probably said, hey man, we're going to get paid. So they bum rushed the Americans. They probably didn't speak much Spanish. And they thought it was a bar brawl. So within a blink of an eye, the 12:30 cops unconscious. They're like, let's go find another pup, kick some ass. They were rowdy. They walked outside. Hey John, yeah Roy. I think we're in trouble. 20 cops from across the street waiting for them to come out with guns drawn. Apprehended at gunpoint. Placed in that same sector. 2 years went by and the Americans hadn't even been inside a courtroom as of yet. With the coke being much cheaper back then, I'm sure they got saturated and decided, hey man, let's go home. Which they did. Now how? Let me show you. In population, we have benches as those around you everywhere. They took a few benches apart, nailed these boards together. All that was found the next morning were balloons floating in the air with bed sheets tied, and a long board that was stretched out linking wall A to wall B. 2 40-foot walls, 50 feet of space, and now the way it goes around the prison. On the right-hand side, it's called Muralla. On the left-hand side, it's called La Grulla. used for lockdown. These guys crossed over at that corner before we had tower bubbles built. Them tower security bubbles were built 5 years ago. Can you visualize any cops in them bubbles? They only went up there for a week or two. They claim it's too hot. It's too hot, Dave. Why don't you go up there and get out of here? Well, and aside from that, they don't wish to escape. They live better in there. I've seen guys in and out, happy to be back. Pedro, whatever you do, don't freaking go out there, huh? Ain't shit out there. They come in broke, they're back in the feet in a few weeks. Well, let me show you how the Americans got away. This way, please. 5 minutes. All right, once they crossed over between 3 and 5 a.m. in the morning, they began to chisel away at the missing bricks on the left and bottom area. They've never ever been repaired. They tied these homemade ropes, made a bed sheet around the brick, get to the bottom. At the bottom, a MacGyver stunt takes place. Has anybody ever seen MacGyver on TV? Oh shit, what year is this? I'm sure your dad has. Well, it turns out that 2 helium balloons pop out of nowhere. Come on, Dave. How on earth do you make helium in prison, for God's sake? I have no clue. You would have to ask MacGyver that question. Well, it turns out the balloons began to rise and remain floating in the dark, giving the Americans plenty of time to leave this Capital Valley here. They've never been caught. Now, the second escape turns out to be one of my favorites. A German man spent 4 years locked up in the 80s. Paul Utter, arrested for attempting to rob a bank, wanted in Brazil, a major coke addict, shooting up. It turns out that this guy, on his 4th year, 1985, at 5 p.m., walked out at first and second main entrance gates, not being seen ever, detected. Come on, how do you do this? Let me tell you. On Paul's 4th year, according to the story, at 9 a.m. in the morning, a couple from Sweden walked in to visit Paul. They weren't searched. Why? Because Paul and the lieutenant on post were buddies, free lunches every day. The girl had a bag concealed that had 20,000 US inside the bag. Her boyfriend had a box of canned goods, Chilean beans, but no Chilean beans inside the cans. Parts of a 22 caliber pistol, a fake passport, a fake beard and mustache. According to the story, at lunchtime, the lieutenant was approached by the German with his daily freebie, a lunch bag. Lunch in the house, Lieutenant. Danken, Paul, danken. But no lunch in the bag. A note that simply read somewhat, Lieutenant, the $20,000 in the bag can be all yours. All you gotta do is turn get a cheap 5 kids and the switch gets rolled down. Come on, kids. 20,000 US, that's a lot of money for a cop here, you know. If you honestly believe the cop took the money, what do you think? With a smile. 5 p.m. came along. Instead of 2 kids from Sweden walking out, 3 Swedish kids walked out. Paul was never ever seen again, ever. Now, how did they find this out, though? It's called just a stroke of luck. It turns out after 1 month that the German had escaped, that lieutenant officer was visualized walking to the first set of gates, handcuffed and shackled down, but not the second set of gates. Because if they would have taken him into population, they would have killed him. They took him into the alleyway, where he spent a 15-year bid locked up for being linked to the escape by means of being a cop caught at a local bank that same month really trying to exchange $20,000 of falsified bills, counterfeit money, fake money. That's pretty keen. You got away with it for free practically, and got a cop locked up. Are you with me? Keen. Now the last escape I let you kids go, and allowed me to advise you that at 2 p.m. There's an awesome walking tour that takes place beyond red caps. Is anybody doing red caps today? You've done it? Way to go. Actually, they're the original, one and only entrepreneurs of these city walks. Well, it turns out that the last escape, aside from that one over there, we're telling you about took place 8 years ago. 2 years before my release. A Bolivian midget, rapist, gets locked up. This freaking tall. You know, they do exist, kids. Come on, I know we have some Irish here. They know about the leprechauns, the dwarf, the elf. You have them in Ireland, you know. Well, the midgets exist. Have you seen any midgets lately? Well, if you do, be careful. This guy was a rapist, you know. He's like walking through, everybody's cracking up laughing. Oh, look, handcuffed, he's got his mobile phone. Mommy, help! They're gonna drown me, they're gonna kill me, mommy, help! They had no clue whatsoever that they stopped killing rapists a year prior to his arrest. Due to human rights intervening, now we have a major update. We have prison pedophiles taking over the prison. Little big bosses, rapists, pedophiles. Well, no codes of honor among crooks anymore. How's that, Dave? Money. Money-hungry bastards. Well, it turns out that guy's mommy walks in that same hour with a big bag, bigger than a midget, picks the midget up with the basketball, gives him a kiss, puts him down, gives the midget a bag that had a note that read somewhat, "Son, put this on in the morning and come home right away." That bag had a little schoolboy school uniform from that yellow public school across the street. Got to be formal. No one saw it coming. Everybody was like dumbfounded the next morning. Where's the midget? It's like this, 8 a.m. 40, 50 kids getting ready to go to school. Cops are drowsy, because cops do coke here every day. They love the stuff. They don't sniff it, they chew it. So they didn't get no sleep. They're like in a bad mood, popping up the gates. Everybody go to school. Do something in my new existence. Don't be like your daddy, you're coming. Go to school. That rapist midget was queuing in line. Baseball cap, head tucked down, and a uniform, walked out like a little kid. He's wanted today, his mommy's wanted. They both haven't been seen as a kid. And that's all, kids. I want to thank you so much for hearing me out. I wish you the best. All I want to say, man, is just please, whatever you do with your young lives, whatever you do, don't you dare, please, don't you dare do anything that I wouldn't do. If you're going to do it right, or don't do it. And if you can help out with a tip, I would appreciate this. Thank you so much.
You guys are beautiful.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.